Alright, man, as y'all saw, we dropped nothing but beat. What am I saying? I meant heat, not beats. We dropped nothing but heat and bangers on this channel, so make sure you go ahead and hit that like button and red subscribe button if you haven't already. We're debuting our boy Bob Fella. You might be asking how you get yourself Bob Fella. Well, I also did a signature series choice pack opening not too long ago. I actually think I uploaded that video today. Wow, how interesting does that work? And in that video you get to see me pull, I don't know, maybe Bob Feller. So we start off, we're facing Nolan Ryan. If you're asking, hey man, what are you using to hit? Because I see no PCI. Well, man, if you watched the last video, and if you didn't, that means you're not subscribed. And if you are subscribed and you didn't watch it, then that means you're letting me down personally. But regardless of that, the reason why we have no PCI is because we took off the PCI appearance. That way I can just focus on hitting the ball and moving my analog stick to where I think the ball is going to be, because I feel like whenever I had the PCI there, it was a little bit more distracting. Now Pee Wee Reese, we crushed one with him, and Pee Wee Reese, at first I was like, this shortstop probably is going to be alright. You know, I've used Alan Trammell. He's very similar to Alan Trammell. I've used, let's say, Omar Vizquel. Hated him. I used Ozzie Smith. Hated him. So I said, let me try out another shortstop, another righty. And to be honest with you all, I think Alan Trammell, or excuse me, not Alan Trammell, I think this Pee Wee Reese is actually going to be a pretty good card to use at short, especially if you don't have a goated shortstop like Honus Wagner, or who is that other goated shortstop that everybody loves? Besides their cap, there's one more that everybody says is the best shortstop in the world. I think it's Troy Tulowitzki or Cal Ripken Jr. One of the two. But regardless of that, I'm telling you all, this kid Pee Wee Reese, his swing is actually a cheat code in my opinion. It's short and compact. Now, what happened there? Like, I wish I could really explain it to you all, because it literally went into the little stutter that it does whenever it slows down automatically without you telling it to slow down to catch the ball. But I'm like, dude, I'm trying to get right in front of the ball, not do that little side crap, and he overran it. And I'm just like, how does that even add up? MLB The Show. I would have understood if he was a common fielder, but I'm controlling a diamond fielder. But Ken Griffey Jr., just like in the last episode, he's like, hey man, don't worry, I got Tony Gwynn's back. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then like I said previously, man, just go ahead and check out the other episode, because I'm telling you, they're all bangers. Pee Wee Reese is going to go ahead and hit a shot to center field, but it's going to be caught. But as you guys can see, we are starting to read the ball pretty well with Pee Wee Reese. We're starting to see how good of a swing he has, and I'm excited to use this card in the future. Now, you might be wondering, hey, does that mean we're going to get more ranked seasons gameplay? I mean, heck, right now I'm burnt out in terms of ranked seasons. I'm just trying to get World Series to get it for the first time, since I could have gotten it all previous times, but I decided, you know what, I don't even really care about MLB The Show until they fix their gameplay. But I decided to come back because, you know, this game is my life in a way, because I love MLB regardless. Anyways, we got a 3-2 lead. I'm like, Ken Griffey Jr., it would be amazing if you hit a solo shot. And Ken Griffey said, your prayers have been answered. I said, holy cow. I know you was Jesus at the same time too. He's not, by the way, but you know what I'm saying. When you hitting 2 home runs like that, and they're clutch home runs, you can, you know, you can say he's something like that. Now, something I did not notice was that my opponent actually had Frank Thomas playing third base and Lou Gehrig playing first base. Now you might be saying, wow, an out of position player playing third base, that must have been beautiful, because if you hit anything down the line, you would most likely get yourself a base hit. Now with Joe Morgan up, I probably should have taken out Bob Feller, but since there were 2 outs, I had complete faith in him. And apparently I shouldn't have had complete faith in him, because the man couldn't get the job done. Duke Snyder comes up next. He's going to get a base hit. I don't know what Frank Thomas was doing or what animation he was in, because I know damn well he wasn't going to catch that. But luckily for us, he decided to be a little bit too aggressive, and we were able to actually go ahead and get him in a rundown, get the final out, and keep it moving. So Rogers Hornsby up next. Frank Thomas, he snags that. Not only that, but he takes 35 minutes to throw the ball, and it's a perfect throw. I'm like, dude, that's Frank Thomas at third base. There's no way that should happen. And then another line drive. Frank Thomas once again snags it, but luckily Pee Wee Reese has the speed to actually go ahead and beat it out. I said thankfully, and then we crushed one, absolutely crushed. But it's another line now, and I'm just like, man, we can't catch a break. I'm not trying to lose this. Rogers Hornsby, he tries to quick pitch us, and he hits Hornsby to drive in the tie and run. And I'm just like, thankfully, even though we popped out with Pee Wee Reese, I was like, thank the Lord, because he's gotten 2 runs on us on what I say is complete BS, the way the fielders were fielding the balls, etc. Like, I mean, look at this by Willie Mays. I'm like, dude, how much do I gotta pay you guys to put a glove out there? Like, that's all I really asked for you guys to put your gloves out there and at least make an attempt to catch the ball or something. Like, you can't be doing that to me. Gary Carter up next. He tries to check his swing, but he swings, and we get ourselves the final out of the inning. We head to the bottom of the 10th, where Kenny Lofton is going to get a base hit. I was expecting Ken Griffey Jr. to go ahead and come out charging with the ball, but he took a little hop step and everything. 2-2 count now, bases loaded. Lou Gehrig is up to hit. Tony Gwynn is going to make the catch. Luckily for us, he finally did it, and then he shoots him out at home, because I don't know why you're trying to run on Tony Gwynn unless you get the perfect jump, and he decides to actually close app after that. So as soon as he said close app, I said, we're in World Series, baby. 891 plus 17. I know how to do math. All I needed was 9. World Series. We have finally made it. Now I can focus on Battle Royale religiously, because we do have an Avengers series that I do want to go ahead and pick up once again. And now that we hit World Series, we get to open our World Series pack. Not only that, but we're getting Rod Carew, because he's the one that sells for the most in terms of buy now, and he's the one that's most rare. There is going to be a new video coming out. I'm not sure exactly when, but it's going to be the World Series predictions. Have a blessed day and night. I'll catch you all in the next one. You already know the deal. Hit that like button or red subscribe button, and peace out.